I did this a while back, actually, when last time we were in Seattle, and the song is called Lament. And I wrote this on our last album, Humanity. And for those of you guys who remember, I've actually, I was diagnosed with an illness called LPR that was slowly eating away at my vocal cords a few years ago. And it was pretty devastating, just because my health kind of just fell apart when they told me that. I was touring, we were recording, and all this stuff was happening, and my body just failed me. And so when the doctors told me this, they said, oh, this is a degenerative illness. It probably will not get better, and that it's just about taking a bunch of medication, and you're just going to have to live with this for the rest of your life. And I just was so devastated when I heard this, because for me, music wasn't just a career for me. It was something that was kind of lifeblood for my soul. And it was a form of expression, a way for me to actually express pain, and now it was becoming something that was a source of pain. And that was really hard for me. And so I wrote this song called Lament, which is a very angry, bitter song to God. For me, my struggle has never been, does God exist? My struggle has been, is God good? Because we see a lot of suffering in this world, we see a lot of pain in this world, and there's a lot of things that happen that we don't know the answer to. And so it was just kind of this kind of cry out to God, like, why do you want us to believe in you? How can you expect us to trust in you when you claim you're a good God, but then you let all these bad things happen? So while we were recording this song in the studio, about halfway through the song, when I was recording the vocals, I actually I told the producer to stop recording because I wanted to rewrite the ending. I felt something inside of me say that this was not the end, and that there was going to be hope. And so I changed the ending of the song, and I concluded at the end that God was good, that God was kind, that He was going to do something with this, even if I couldn't see it at the moment. And so flash forward a few years later, when we finally released the album, Humanity, things didn't get easier. Right around the time we released the album, that was the time we got sued. But as we were touring on this album, there was one point in California where we were playing a show, and a girl came up to me and told me that her friend had recently died of cancer. And she told me that up until the day that he died, that her friend had been listening to our music, and that it had brought him a lot of comfort and a lot of hope in his last days on earth. And I started crying when I heard that, because you often think, like, why do painful things happen, and why did this happen to me? And I still don't know all the answers to it, but what I realized was that even something that was very painful and hard for me, God used it in a way to bring hope and life to somebody who is dying. And for me, that was humbling, because cancer is scary, much scarier than anything that I was going through. And to know that something that was seemingly so small in comparison that I had gone through was able to bring somebody, at the edge of death, some kind of hope, some kind of light. It brought me immense comfort and a lot of joy. And so flash forward a few years, I moved to California recently, and I went to see an ENT. And as the ENT was examining my vocal cords, she said, "Your vocal cords look perfect." And she said she saw no traces of whatever illness that they diagnosed me with. And so I tell you guys that, not to say that God fixes all your problems in life, but that there is a season and there is a time for everything. And that oftentimes we're in a rush to get the pain over with. But I've learned a lot from all of it. And that is that God is steady in all of these things that we're going through, that He is good, that He's kind, that He has a good heart. And I just want to leave you guys with that message, and not the original message of the song was really bitter. But the message that I want to leave you with is that God is good, and He's kind, and He loves you, and nothing that you're going through is in vain. So this is called Lament. to win all the time. If you're so mighty, why do you break the weak and the weary and steal what they make? Say forgiving, that shall not forsake, but you punched me out when I made a mistake. I try to find beauty in the mess that you made, but you just stay angry and never forgive. Yes, I know you are great, but he's a bad God, better than none. How much more will it take to undo the damage that you have done? 'Cause the wicked and wayward continue to thrive, and the martyrs continue giving their lives. Oh, the faithful never survive. Oh, the faithful never survive. You're the Almighty, so I am afraid. You crushed me to pieces, and so what I made. With hopeless delusion, he's a righteous man's fate. I don't know how much more I can take. Yes, I know you are great, but he's a bad God, better than none. How much more will it take to undo the damage that you have done? 'Cause the wicked and wayward continue to thrive, and the martyrs continue giving their lives. Oh, the faithful never survive. Oh, the faithful never survive. God, are you listening? Please hear my cry. I don't really believe you're more cruel than you're kind, but I'm getting tired of repeating this line that the faithful never survive. Yes, I know you are great, and that you're a good God, and you are love. How much more